Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
rewatching
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast. Every episode, we play general knowledge trivia on a theme.
5 quiz questions for you to play along.
And the iconic early 2000s spy thriller show starring Jennifer Garner
Doesn't really matter.
Because this is
not an Alias podcast.
What up, Fred?
What's up, Sarah?
I think it is time to do our 11th episode, which is not really about the Alias episode, The Confession.
No, it's not.
It's not. However, let's take the 60 seconds that it would be necessary to defuse a nuclear bomb, for example, and let the folks know what happened. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, The Confession. Dad and Sydney escape from Cuba after they beat up a salesman, and then they take him away and they fake his death. And then Dad goes home in a helicopter. Then Sydney goes back and she's like, everything is great. And Vaughn is like, actually, about those KGB codes you found in the books, well, they were actually KGB codes and your dad was KGB and we should turn him in. She's like, I don't know. Wait a second. Then SC6 is like, oh, you have a thing to do in Greece. And Dad is like trying to be a better dad. And Vaughn is like, no. She's pushing Sydney into like turning him in. He secretly tapes her. Then Sydney and Dixon go to Greece in some pervy club. And then Vaughn is like, actually, your dad killed my dad. So we should really tell someone. And then she's like, wait a minute. She goes back to Greece. And then she almost dies by fire. And then when she comes back, she goes with Vaughn to the CIA. But the CIA comes in and everybody's dad is here. And then it's like, I was in KGB. Your mom was.
Damn. She did almost die by fire.
She did. That was really close. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. So what do we do with all that?
Maybe a quiz about eyes. There's so much eye action happening.
Oh, yeah.
I'll detail
later. He was blinking. We were blinking. Yeah. We were blinking Morse code.
You need to stare into his eyes for 10 seconds. Just keep staring at him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of that. No, it was actually something you didn't mention in your summary.
Oh, no. What could it be?
So what happens when they take Anini Hassan away?
They drive up a mountain and they go to the CIA safe house.
And what was the counter mission?
Faking his death?
Yes.
Oh.
Fake deaths or pseudocides.
Oh.
Is your quiz topic.
New word alert.
Yep. I learned it when I wrote this. So there are a lot of ways I could approach this. So I give you a little smorgasbord of pseudocides. So first we're going to start with some real fake deaths or celebrities that are actually alive as of time of recording, but rumored to be dead.
Okay.
So, number 1. One of the most enduring death hoaxes. Which musician is rumored to have died in 1966, with believers pointing to clues in songs played backwards and a funeral procession album cover?
Album cover.
1966.
I don't think I see the cover, but theories about songs being played backward having meaning is attached sometimes to the Beatles. So is it Paul McCartney?
Correct.
Oh, yeah?
You puzzled that out.
People say he's been dead for 56 years.
Yeah, they say that you can hear, I forget which song, but you can hear Paul is Dead when they play it backwards. And he actually released a live album in 1993 called Paul is Live.
I like that people would imagine. I mean, it's already so complicated to do anything artistically, including recording a whole album, that you would also painstakingly write lyrics that work in reverse. It's already hard enough in the one right way.
I agree, but It was like, the Redditors of the time needed something. Right. So your next celebrity death hoax. Which musician is rumored to have died in 2003 and been replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella? The search to find out, quote, who killed the pop-punk princess was fictionalized on a 2022 podcast set at Warped Tour.
I mean, I'm used to Tupac is alive things, not she's dead.
Yeah.
Pop punk. Avril Lavigne?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I'm discovering such an incredible part of pop culture I didn't know about.
Yeah.
People thinking some people are dead.
So the podcast is amazing. It's called Who Killed Avril Lavigne?
Wow.
It has original music. It's
by Avril?
No, she has nothing to do with it.
Because she's dead, obviously.
Yeah. Well, they're like sent from the future to the past to try to not have her killed by aliens or whatever. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 is like a main character. Anyways, highly recommend.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to fake real deaths or celebrities that are dead but rumored to be alive. You mentioned Tupac. There are many of these examples, but here is question 3. Which Grand Duchess of Russia was killed by a group of Bolsheviks along with her family in 1918? Because the burial site was unknown, she was rumored to have survived, inspiring many works of fiction. Her remains were only discovered in 2007.
Okay, so super sad to start with.
Buzzkill.
Huge buzzkill, especially because it wasn't planned originally. They weren't super... Wait.
I don't think they were supposed to be assassinated necessarily.
Yeah.
They were held for a long time by the Bolsheviks.
Then transported, I think they were on their way to Moscow, kind of. And then there were like weird orders and people were like, Anyway, they were brought in the basement, the Romanovs, the final ruling family of Imperial Russia. And I guess the daughter who quote-unquote survived is Anastasia.
Correct. Another podcast recommendation shout out. You're Wrong About has a great episode on Anastasia.
Ooh.
Yep. There were a lot of these. Princess Diana, Elvis, Tupac. Yeah. Now, I have some famous pseudocides in fiction. So, number 4. Which 2012 thriller novel by Gillian Flynn hinges its suspense on whether Nick Dunn is responsible for the disappearance of his wife, Amy?
So, are you Team Nick or Team Amy?
I don't know.
It's a very gray area.
Team Amy.
Team Amy mostly, right?
Amy got to hang out with Neil Patrick Harris for a second.
And then she gave him the business. But I believe that that is Gone Girl.
That is correct. And because of the theme of this quiz, that question was a spoiler to Gone Girl.
Sorry. I mean, yeah.
We don't care.
But check it out for the cool girl thing.
Yeah. Last question, number 5. 3 friends run away to live as pirates on an island in the Mississippi River. When they find out that they are presumed dead, the trio decides to make an appearance at church in the middle of their joint funeral service in which 1876 novel?
So I don't know. So let's see if I can work it out. 70s, Mississippi.
1876.
1876. Oh, I heard 19. Is it Mark Twain thing?
That would be a good guess.
Is it The Adventures of Tom Sawyer?
Correct.
Hey.
Some good quizzing this round,
Yeah.
Mr. Fred.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. That was your quiz on pseudocides.
Thank you. I am real excited.
About your 5 for 5?
Yeah.
Good.
No, about the quiz in general. It was very fun.
Good. I'm glad. It was fun to write. So yeah, that's it for trivia for this episode.
Bye-bye, trivia people.
Right. So the confession. First, okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
About the confession. Did you see it coming? Did you see that reveal coming? Your mom was KGB.
I had suspicions in earlier episodes that she might be the one actually being KGB, and then I forgot about it because, again, so many things happen. And when I think there's a moment where Vaughn says, "Why are there so many people for this briefing?" And I was like, "Dad is gonna come in. Dad is gonna come in. Dad is gonna come in. Dad is here." And then he started talking, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Mom." Like, I saw it coming like a few seconds before,
yeah.
But it was still impactful. It was, huge reveal. Oh, wow. Now I'm thinking, is Mom dead? Which I've always been suspicious of. Like, I'm like, that woman, we're gonna see her for sure. And it makes it more and more likely. Like, she died in an accident. So did I, okay? Speaking of pseudocides.
So did Adini Hassan.
Exactly. Everybody's died in the thing. So yeah, that's my that's how I was feeling about that reveal.
You didn't mention it, but we got a lot of Vaughn sort of interrogating Hassan.
Again, my feelings about Vaughn. I guess now I'm just a little biased after 11 episodes. I'm like, why are you playing so tough with the poor guy, and then you almost got Sydney killed because of your, I don't know, full-headedness. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that, like, they were just getting instructions from him in real time while Sydney was in the building in Greece.
I know.
They were just like, now what does she do? Now what does she do? And he was like, hi, I gave you the wrong code.
Pi to the 6th digit.
3.141599. We got a reference to the Patriot Act of 2001.
Oh, yeah. Just so you know the year.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it was basically like, we suspect you as a terrorist. You are staying here forever. It's like, wow.
You're not going to like your jail.
Great job. Oh, also, just a very casual prison rape joke, which I was not a fan of.
Not a fan of. That's what I'm like.
Not a fan.
I do not like Vaughn.
Yeah.
I do not like. I think like. I don't know if it's. I mean, I'm gonna see how it goes, if it's intentional or not, to set him up like that. But I'm like, this guy is nice. He's threatening people, and I mean, there's questionable things sometimes, like the gifts.
He's out to prove something.
Yeah, for sure. But he's overdoing it so much. It's like, I mean, just compare with Dad. Dad is so cool, so professional, just like, you know, fighting so well in Cuba and everything. I mean, he's just so competent. It's really amazing. But yeah, no, not Team Fun at all. Ooh, that club. Oy.
That Club Panthera in Greece somewhere. Was it Athens? I guess it was Athens.
Yeah, it says at Athens, yeah.
This is her carbon footprint. 'Cause she goes from LA to Athens, then back to LA, and then to Crete?
And then back to Crete. I'm like, why do you go
back
to
back
LA?
to Crete.
She does LA, Greece, LA, Crete, which is Greece. So she
goes to Greece 3 times in this episode.
No, twice, but
yeah.
she doesn't go from like Athens to Crete. She goes back to
No,
LA.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Incredible.
Anyways, no, I also just love like the TV trope of like imported man in booth at club with women petting him. It's like it's such a thing.
I know. And then like Sydney's like, I'm the most pet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, get away from those women, those vixens. Come to me. Also, there were like women dancing in the glass cubes or something.
A glass floor / ceiling.
She was looking up, so it was like, yeah.
The other trope that I liked was when the gasoline room was gonna be set on fire, and Hassan like used it to like get asylum for his wife and kid, and then like Devlin goes to sign the thing and the pen is out of ink.
The pen doesn't work.
And she has like 10 seconds before she gets blown to smithereens.
I know.
It's like I just have a working pen.
Take the pen.
Yeah, but it was stressful. It was good. It was effective.
Yeah, it was a good moment. But yeah, like Ananias' son is like completely justified in his actions because Vaughn is a someone I don't like.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Good for the asylum, for the family.
Good for the family.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that does it. And so we will see you next time for the box. The box part 1 and 2.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks for listening this long if you're still there.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Sorry about the trivia. Sorry about all that trivia at the beginning.
And in the middle.
Yeah, also. Bye. Thanks for listening to Not an Alias Podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.